Most people stay broke, not because they're lazy, but because they do things in the wrong order. If you have $0 right now, listen carefully, because one wrong move can keep you stuck for years. Imagine it's January 1st, 2026. You have no savings, no investments, maybe even debt. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. If you follow average financial advice, you'll still feel stuck 5 years from now. Not because you didn't work hard, but because you followed the wrong sequence. And in personal finance, order is everything. If I had to start from absolute zero in 2026, knowing what actually works, I wouldn't panic. I would follow 5 moves, in this exact order. Let's walk through it. Step 1. Destroy high-interest debt. If you're starting at zero, your net worth may not be zero. It may be negative. Credit card debt at 22 to 25% interest is not manageable. It is reverse compounding. Let me ask you something. If I offered you a guaranteed 24% return today, would you take it? Of course you would. That's exactly what paying off 24% debt is. Yet people try to invest while carrying it. Someone invests in stocks or crypto while paying 20% interest. The market dips, the interest doesn't. Now they're stressed on both sides. That's not strategy. That's friction. So here's the rule. List every debt. Order them by interest rate, highest to lowest. Attack the highest rate first. Pay minimums on the rest. This is the avalanche method. Not because it feels good, because it is mathematically correct. Sell unused items. Pause subscriptions. Redirect every extra dollar. Treat it like your hair is on fire. And understand this. Debt doesn't just cost money. It costs courage. When you owe money, you hesitate. You hesitate to ask for a raise, to switch jobs, to take smart risks. Clearing high-interest debt is not just financial, it's psychological freedom. That's step 1. Step 2. Build a 3-month cash fortress. Once the debt is gone, most people rush into investing. That's the second mistake. Before I invest $1, I build a buffer. Because life will interrupt your plan. The market will drop 20%. Your car will break. Your job may disappear. Let me show you something. 2 investors, same salary. Investor A puts everything into the market. Investor B keeps 3 months of expenses in cash. The market drops 20%. Both lose their jobs. Investor A is forced to sell at the bottom to survive. Investor B uses cash and leaves investments untouched. When the market recovers, one is permanently behind. The other is intact. The goal here is not growth, it's survival. Calculate your bare minimum monthly expenses: rent, food, utilities, transportation, insurance. Multiply by 3. That's your target. Put it in a high-yield savings account or money market fund. This is not an investment. It is insurance. And something subtle happens when you have this buffer. You breathe differently. You negotiate differently. You stop making panic decisions. The buffer creates space between fear and action. That space protects your future. Step 3. Use the tax code correctly. Now we invest. But where you invest matters as much as what you invest in. Most people open a taxable brokerage account first. That's backwards. Taxes quietly drain wealth for decades. So here's the correct order. Step 1. Contribute to your 401k up to the employer match. That match is a 100% immediate return. You will not beat that safely in the market. Step 2. Max out a Roth IRA if eligible. Money grows tax-free. Withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. Let's simplify this. You invest $10,000. Over time, it grows to $100,000. In a taxable account, you might lose $15,000 to $20,000 to taxes when you sell. In a Roth IRA, you keep the full $100,000. Same investment, different account. Massive difference. Step 3. If you qualify, fund an HSA. It's triple tax advantaged. Only after these buckets are filled do I use a taxable brokerage account. Some people say, but I don't want my money locked up. Sometimes the lock protects you from yourself. Long-term wealth requires long-term commitment. Step 4. Invest simply, not emotionally. Now we choose investments. This is where people overcomplicate things. Hot stocks, AI picks, crypto trends. Let's be honest. If investing feels exciting, you are probably gambling. Most professional fund managers fail to beat the broad market over long periods. They have teams, data, full-time focus. So what's the intelligent move? Be average. Because average in the stock market is powerful. Historically, broad index funds return around 8 to 10% annually over long periods. That's enough. Here's the structure. 90% in low-cost broad market index funds. US plus some international exposure. 10% maximum for experiments. If the 10% goes to zero, your life is fine. If it grows significantly, great, but the core remains. This removes emotional decision-making, and emotional decision-making is what destroys portfolios. Boring is good. Boring builds wealth. Step 5. Raise your income ceiling. Now we accelerate. You can only cut expenses so much. But income has no ceiling. And here's something that needs to be said clearly. You cannot budget your way to wealth on a low salary in 2026. Yes, reduce waste, but don't obsess over small savings while ignoring large earning potential. Instead of asking, how do I save $5? Ask, how do I earn $5,000 per year? Side gigs can help, but most are linear. You stop working, you stop earning. Skill upgrades are leverage. If you increase your salary by $20,000, that increases retirement contributions, employer match amounts, future raises, long-term compounding. So do a skill audit. Ask yourself, what one skill, if mastered, would make me significantly more valuable? Communication, data analysis, project management, specialized sales, technical skills? Then dedicate one focused hour per day. Replace scrolling with training. 6 months from now, ask for a raise or apply elsewhere. It will feel uncomfortable. Growth usually does. But increasing your income makes every other step work faster. A 20% savings on $100,000 is very different from 20% on $50,000. Offense wins the game. The 2026 order in sequence. If I wake up at 0 in 2026, this is the exact order. 1. Destroy high-interest debt. 2. Build a 3-month survival cash. 3.
Use tax-advantaged accounts first. 4. Invest mainly in broad, low-cost index funds. 5. Aggressively increase income through skill growth. No shortcuts. No lottery tickets. No panic. Just structure and consistency. Because wealth is not built by intensity. It's built by repetition. Small, disciplined decisions, stacked over time. Use your days carefully. They compound. And I'll see you in the next one.